Assalamu alaikum viewers, welcome to the Salahuddin Ayubi series. At the beginning of the episode, a person opens a big map and a voice echoes, "O son, this story is of your forefathers, who took the command of the command that came from the sky." This story started from Mecca, where the first command was revealed, and then conquering the hearts of the people, from India to Andalusia, from Anatolia to the holy city of Kuz. The light of the crescent spread with peace and justice everywhere. And then one day, the borders of the crescent came close to the heart of the cross. The Pope of the Byzantine Empire, Frank, asked for help. There, people are busy working in the forensic fort. The voice echoes further. The Pope and the people sent a message to all the Christians. All the Christian countries stood together. Every person who could use a sword participated in the Pope's invitation. The Muslims took over the city of Kuz. If we do not stop the Muslims, they will soon take over all the Christian countries. For the love of his Father in heaven, for the love of his Son Jesus and the Holy Spirit, to destroy the Muslims and to regain Kuz is the duty of all Christians. This is God's will. This is God's will. This is God's will. In the next scene, we see that the Crusader army attacks the Muslims, women, elders, children. Everyone is overwhelmed by this cruelty. Women are raptors holding their children in their arms, but are killed and their lives are not forgiven. Cruelty increases and continues to increase. The voice of a Muslim man echoes. Christian soldiers attacked the land of Islam, and the Crusader war against the Muslims began. Along with this, we see a Crusader soldier who sets fire to a room, closing the women, children and elders inside the room. The voice echoes further. They massacred Muslims in Anatolia and many other Muslim countries. They massacred women and children. They destroyed the houses and mosques of Allah. They burned the words of Allah. In the Holy Quran, wherever they passed, they left terror, blood and death. And finally they reached the holy city of Kuz. O son, we called Kuz a city of peace, but they brought terror there. We respected the city's sanctity, but they drowned it in cruelty and spilled the rivers of blood. After narrating the story of cruelty, the Crusader soldiers also burn and destroy the goods there. After this, we see Emir Nuruddin Zanji in the palace, who is writing while narrating this story. O son, you should know that Kuz is not just a city, but it is a purpose. As long as Kuz is occupied by the oppressors, Muslims will be imprisoned in cruelty. The brave ones who bring the truth and throw out the falsehood are waiting for the Muslim world. O my son, this purpose has been entrusted to you by your father Nuruddin Zanji as advice and trust. This purpose is the story that begins after the hope of Arama and the first revelation of our ancestors. O son, until you protect it, this story will not end. At this moment, Kadima comes there with permission and says, Emir Nuruddin Hazrat, he is in pain. Hearing this, Emir Nuruddin Zanji gets very upset. On the other hand, Najmuddin Ayub, along with his caravan, is taking care of Zanji's land. That his wife Fatima Khatun, present in the caravan, is in a lot of pain due to being attacked. Seeing this, Najmuddin Ayub says, Fatima Khatun, be patient. Then his son asks, Baba, why are we going? Let's go back. I'm very scared. Jawabani, his father says, don't be afraid, Turan Shah. Don't be afraid. We will go better. You are a big brother. You will have to be brave for your brother Shah. On the other hand, Ayub is also constantly encouraging his wife to be patient. Jawabani says, I can't be patient. Ayub, I can't be patient. Hearing this, Najmuddin quickly comes to his brother Shirko and says, Shirko, we have to stop. He's in pain. We should stop. So Shirko says, we can't do it, Ayub. Amir and his soldiers are near. If they catch us, they will go to us. We will have to reach Zanji Sarzamin. Viewers, their Amir is constantly in pursuit of Ayub with his men. Here Ayub also says to his wife, We are almost at Zanji Sarzanin, Fatima Khatun. Nuruddin Zanji will help us. Be patient, be patient. Along with this, the doctor says, the time is near. We should camp. If we don't stop, this condition can get worse. Hearing this, Tarancha tells his mother, Amma, don't leave us and go. Baba, save Amma. Along with this, Ayub also calls Shirko and stops him. And then he comes to him and says, you take Tarancha and Shirko and go ahead. I will wait until I am born. So Shirko says, don't do this, brother. How can I leave you and go? Let's go ahead, Jawabani Ayub says. Until Fatima Khatun's condition is such, I can't go ahead. 5 men and Daya will stay with me. You stay with the people and take them safely to Emir Nuruddin Zanji. Along with this, Ayub's son and uncle are handed over, and Ayub also loves them. So Tarancha says, Baba, don't leave us and go. Jawabani Ayub says, I won't leave Tarancha. I won't leave. Your uncle will take you. I will come with your mother and brother. Then he says to Shirko, Shirko, if anything happens to us, my sons are yours. I know you will do good to them. Come on, hurry up. Along with this, Shirko moves ahead with the caravan. Here Emir Nuruddin Zanji's mother is on the bed, and Daya is treating her. On the other side, Fatima Khatun's unborn child is being born. Here Emir Nuruddin Zanji is standing outside the room very restless, and he gets more worried hearing the pain of his wife. After waiting for a long time, he goes into the room, restless, where his wife is lying completely naked, and the unborn child is lying in a covered cradle. Seeing this, Emir Nuruddin Zanji becomes very upset. Daya says to him, we have tried our best, Emir Hazrat. But before he says anything more, Emir Nuruddin Zanji understands and sends Daya from there. Then he comes to his wife and loves her. Then she says, our son, he was going to be the light of both of us. I couldn't give you your future. Forgive me. Nuruddin, Emir Nuruddin Zanji, lovingly says to him, don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. If you do this, my light will be over. My heart will be filled with darkness. Along with this, his wife's breath begins to break, and after a while of pain, she leaves this world. After a son's great sorrow, Emir Nuruddin Zanji has another sorrow, and a strong and powerful person also breaks. We see the tears streaming from his eyes. On the other hand, Ayub has picked up his son, and he is giving a call to prayer in his ear. Then, keeping his name, he says, your name will be Yusuf. O Lord, you gave us this child as a gift. Only you can be praised. This child should become worthy of you and this nation. Keep him on the straight path, O Lord. For the Muslims who were victims of the oppression of the disbelievers, for the safety of our first Qibla, the Mosque of Aqsa and the city of Qus of the Prophets, let him fight. Here, in the palace of Nuruddin Zanji, Umar Mala is carved in wood, and his voice echoes, your servant, who commands you to build this minbar, is in need of your mercy. He is the one who thanks you for your mercy, the one who does jihad, and the one who fights the enemies. He is the one who protects the Muslims of Islam and the oppressors of the oppressed. He is Nuruddin Zanji. At this moment, Nuruddin Zanji comes there, and after salam, Umar Mala says to him, I have started carving your dream. So, Nuruddin Zanji, waving his hand on the minbar, says, if the conquest of Qus is achieved by me and the Muslims, but its cure is to turn to Allah for patience. The future of the Ummah of Muhammad is dependent on people like you, who fight for its purpose. On this, Nuruddin Zanji says, I have dedicated my life to save Qus and to remove the oppressors from the lands of the Muslims. I have always dreamed of a son who would continue this purpose after me. I dreamed that my son would save Qus, but this did not happen. This is another reason for my sorrow. Umar Mala says, those who fight in the way of Allah are helped by Allah. If your goal is not achieved, then you will not rather, by a common path. My Sultan, rather, by a common path. My Amir, we were saddened by your lineage, but who knows, maybe we will be happy on this path. Hearing this, Amir Nuruddin Zanji suddenly asks, which way? Azumar Mala says, I went from Kuz, the way of the Prophet Muhammad. The way of Hazrat Umar made Kuz the garden of Islam. Unlike you, the way of those people who sacrificed their lives for this purpose. There are many good things hidden in this path. What is coming from the way should be searched, not from your lineage. At this moment, Asoldi, we hope you like this video. If you like this video, then like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell icon, inshallah. See you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Allah is the greatest.